Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from a young viewer who wants to know whether or not any of my eldritch creations, particularly Nyarlathotep, might be found hosting channels here on YouTube. Now, I always like to take this moment to remind you that I am a writer of fiction. Any of the strange entities found in my works are indeed creations of my own imagination. I am no documentarian. That being said, I'm sure with some clicking and clacking in the search bar, you'll be able to find any number of my monsters hosting shows, reviewing games, unboxing Happy Meals, and all the rest. People having a good time, pretending to be monsters. It's one way to pass the time in these troubling eras. But that's not to be said that the work of Nyarlathotep is not perhaps being done on his behalf. I've spent 8 years here on YouTube. That's longer than I was married, and I must say, in that time, I have come to learn a few things about this particular website. You see, when I was creating fiction, putting it out into the world, there were rules. We understood just what you had to do to get published, or what periodicals or magazines you could appear in. You understood the process. There was a human you could interact with who was making business decisions. It was very much a give and take, a back and forth, a very human interaction. But YouTube is its own thing. In all the time that I have been working as Ask Lovecraft, I have not ever spoken with a single human at YouTube. Indeed, all my work seems to simply be put out into the ether where it is processed by that blind, mute abomination known as the algorithm. And this algorithm only cares about churn and feeding its insatiable appetite for engagement. And this churning engagement leads the algorithm to reward certain channels, those that provoke outrage, those that hook into an audience and keep them wanting more and more and more. This has led to what some have called radicalization. It has led to a fervor in misinformation, and not the fun kind like the questionable advice we offer, but dangerous misinformation that leads people to, well, rather obscene acts. And so, while Nyarlathotep may never exist, and the crawling chaos is merely an invention of my mind, you only have to click a few times, and you will see the work of his nightmares present all around you. Happy searching. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.